Welcome back, and welcome back. Well, today we're going to make my meatball subs. It's about a pound. It's a little pinch more than a pound of hamburger meat, ground hamburger meat. I'm going to use this Italian style cheese. Feel free to use provolone, any cheese you want. That is about half a cup of breadcrumbs, 1 egg. You're going to need some little rolls, whichever ones you choose to use. It's completely up to you. Marinara sauce, some granulated onion, the Queen Mrs. Dash, some Italian seasoning, and the garlic salt and the butter we're going to use for some garlic butter that we're going to brush the buns with. Let me get started. Let me get set up. I'll be right back. All right, the very first thing we're going to do is get that hamburger meat on in there. We're going to put that granulated onion in there. We're going to put some of that Mrs. Dash in there. This is a simple recipe, and really, as far as seasoning it, use the seasonings you like, okay? Italian seasoning. I mean, use the seasonings you would use if you were making, say, your meatloaf, okay? Use things that you're familiar with. This is garlic salt. I'm going to dump that egg in. I'm going to also put in those breadcrumbs, and that's it. I mean, and like I said, feel free to use whatever seasonings you like. You can't mess this up. This is a really simple recipe. You can make it any way you want. Feel free to make it your own, because you and yours are the ones that have to eat it, okay? So make sure you make it your own. Do what you're comfortable with. Do what you want. This is real easy. Okay, so once you get this hamburger meat all blended in with all of those flavors that you just added to it, then we're just going to make balls. I personally, you can use a ice cream scoop if that makes you feel more comfortable. I just grab a little bit, take it, roll it up, and throw it in my skillet. They don't all have to be perfect size. It does not matter. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. So just roll them up, make a ball, and you're rolling them in the palm of your hand, pretty much is what you're doing. You're rolling them in the palm of your hand. See, you just roll them around, you get a perfect ball, and dump it in your skillet. Okay? It's real easy to do. Grab a pinch. See how much I grabbed? Roll it around. Perfect ball. And you just do this until you're done. And like I said, you could use an ice cream scoop. Absolutely. Ice cream scoop will give you the same amount if you want them all to be the same size every single time. Okay? Will give you exactly what you need every single time. Me, it doesn't matter. Completely up to you what you want to do. And I'm going to make up the rest of these off camera, and I'll be back. Alright, this is what my meatballs are looking like. We're going to fry these. There's olive oil in the bottom of the pan. I told you olive oil don't hurt nobody. No, it don't. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and brown these on all sides before we put that marinara in there. This is really quick meal that you can make any night of the week. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to brown these up. 15 to 20 minutes is about how long it should take on a medium heat. And I'll be back. Alright. We are 5 minutes in, and this is what our meatballs is looking like. We're still going strong. Alright, I'll be back in another 5. Alright, so now we've fried them all up. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and add that marinara sauce. And I showed you what that looked like, the Rios. And I'm going to put a little bit of water in here so I can get the rest of that out of there. Shake it all up, and then I'm going to put this in the oven. It's mainly, more than anything, to ensure that I've got that meat cooked thoroughly in the inside. Okay? That's the main reason why we want to do that. We want to make sure that that meat is done. I mean, if you like yours medium rare, a little pink in it, that's absolutely fine. Make it the way you want it, the way you're going to eat it, the way your family's going to eat it, okay? So, I'm just going to put a piece of foil on top of this. I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to let it bake for 30 minutes on 350. I'm going to give it 30 minutes. That'll give it time for all those juices and all those flavors to marry, get to know one another like they're supposed to, become one and united. Okay? So we're going to put her in the oven, 350 for 30 minutes. Then we're going to assemble, and I'll be back. All right, what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and make me a little bit of garlic butter. Easy peasy. This is like a tablespoon. And I'm going to put a little bit of garlic salt in there. This is real simple. We pretty much all know how to do this part. And then I'm just going to put it all over these buns. I'm just going to make 2 here to show you. Put it all over the inside. And then we're going to dust a little bit on the outside, okay? And we're going to put this in the oven for no more than 5 minutes. We don't need a whole lot. That's why I didn't melt a whole lot. Put a little bit on the outside there. Okay? And like I said, we're going to put this in the oven for a quick 5 minutes. We don't want to put it in there long. Okay? And I've got my oven on 350 because I've got something else in there. Otherwise, I'd say go ahead and do it on 400, okay? So just put these in the oven. All right? We just dusted it a little bit. And we're going to put these in the oven, normally on 400 for about 5 minutes max. You've got to really watch your bread, and it also depends on your oven. So we're going to toast these, and then we're going to start building. I'll be right back. All right. Here is our meatballs after 30 minutes in the oven. Just making sure they're cooked through and through. And if you've ever used that Rao's marinara sauce, you will see what I mean. That is a must-have staple in your pantry, okay? That stuff is awesome. You don't have to season it at all. Everything you need is already in that beautiful jar, and there you go. So now I'm taking the bread out, and we are going to go ahead and assemble. And we have to put them back in the oven again just to let the cheese melt. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, here we go. This one decided to lay down, but it don't matter. We're going to work it out. Put as many meatballs as you want in your sub. Okay? Use any kind of buns that you choose. I bought these because they were the ones that were in the store. I think I'm going to put 4 in here. I think one of my kids would love to have 4 in there. All right? Put as many as you want. You can pile them on top if you want to. All right? Look at this. This is so easy. This is one of those simple meals. You can also use those frozen ones. You don't have to use the make them up from scratch for yourself. You can absolutely use the frozen ones. I just, and I have used them. I just don't use them often. If I can make something myself, that little extra touch makes a world of difference. You hear me? A world of difference. I'm going to put that cheese on there, and that's that Italian style cheese. Okay? I'm going to put that on there. Let it melt all up, all wonderfully. It is going to be so delicious. You can pair this with fries. You don't have to pair this with anything at all. Pair it however you choose to. Make it as simple or as complicated as you want. I'm going to put a little bit more sauce on that. Just a little bit. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Completely up to you. Just going to put a little bit more sauce on there. And then, like I said, we're going to put this back in the oven. Let that cheese melt. I'm going to put a sprinkle more of cheese on there. It's going to look so pretty when we do that. And I'm also going to top this with a little bit of the parsley flakes, merely for the pretty factor. Okay? So now we're going to pop those back in the oven. We're going to bake them on my 350 because I've got something else in the oven. Otherwise, I would tell you 400 for about 5 minutes, just until the cheese melts. Okay? I'll be back. All right. End result. You could absolutely toast your bread a little bit more than I did if that's what you choose to do. But there we go. Our subs are absolutely ready. Yes, they are. Things made easy with Gigi all day, every day in this kitchen. Let me tell you. Yes, yes. That's what we do up in here. Make it quick, simple, and as easy as possible. All right? Thank you so much for watching and checking out the channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. There's plenty of more content coming your way. Things made easy with Gigi. Yes. Everybody be blessed. Stay safe. And guess what? I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.